Joined by his parents, Tim and Demetria. TJ, known to many simply as 3, joined the Bears for his final season of eligibility and has become a welcome addition. A natural scorer, he is a matchup nightmare for MASCAC opponents with his all-around explosive offensive repertoire. TJ is an economics major who hopes to continue playing at the professional level, likely in the international basketball arena. Coach's comments. TJ is a gym rat who is always working at his craft. His intrinsic motivation and desire to get better is why he made such an impact in his first year with us. He is a player who wants to be coached and pushes everyone to be better every day. TJ understands what it takes to get better. Ladies and gentlemen, number 3, TJ Williams. Next up is 5th-year graduate point guard and defensive stopper, Noah Downing. From Brockton, Mass., who joined the Bears family for a PG year following graduation from Ithaca College last May. Noah graduated from Ithaca with a 3.7 GPA and is pursuing his MBA degree at Bridgewater. Noah brings unending energy to the court, and as evidenced by his recent lockdown performance on MCLA's All-MASCAC guard last week in BSU's key conference win here at the T, he truly did join the BSU family, as his older brother Michael has been assisting on the Bears staff for several years. Noah hopes to pursue a career in the athletic apparel field following his studies and is joined today by his mom and dad, Brenda and Michael, brother and sister-in-law, Michael and Dahlia, and his niece, Exlani. Coach's comments. Noah has been an immediate impact on and off the court. He ignites his teammates with game-changing plays, and his voice and maturity provide his teammates strength and passion for the will to win. Number 5, Noah Downing. Our next honoree is number 12, 6'7" forward, Alvin Chukwueze, who hails from Nashua, New Hampshire. Another 4-year member of the Bears, Alvin has improved dramatically since joining the program, and his hard work recently paid dividends in the Saturday's key MASCAC come-from-behind win at Fitchburg. On Saturday, Alvin logged 18 minutes, mostly in the final 10 minutes, as he contributed 6 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 huge blocked shot with the game on the line. Alvin recently switched into optics, one of BSU's newest and more challenging majors, where he carries a 2.8 GPA and hopes to pursue post-graduation employment with a major optics corporation. Joining Alvin this afternoon are his parents Eddie and Bernadette, and his siblings Ashley, Chelsea, and Cherish. Coach's comments. Alvin is our true vet. His energy, light of positivity, always makes practice better. Whether he is talking trash or giving his $1 million smile, you are thankful to be in his presence. He always reminds us that it's fun. Every team needs an Alvin, and we are so thankful to have had him as a Bear these last 4 years. Number 12, Alvin Chukwueze. Our final senior honoree this afternoon is number 23, combo guard and 2-year team captain, Alex Gonzalez from Peabody, Mass. Another 4-year Bear, Alex embodies his student-athlete title as a 2-time captain who sports an impressive 3.6 GPA, majoring in health sciences with a minor in exercise physiology. A diligent worker on and off the court, Alex is a great communicator who has made his presence felt numerous times over his career on the court. Most notably earlier this season when he drilled a game-winning buzzer-beater 3-pointer to defeat Wentworth 82-79 on the road. Alex's next stop, he has been accepted into the doctoral program in physical therapy at Northeastern University. Joining Alex this afternoon are his parents, Simon and Colleen Gonzalez. Coach's comments. Alex is our most valuable asset. He is a teammate and two-time captain for all the right reasons. He is an extension of the coaching staff on the floor, in the locker room, and off the court. He holds everyone accountable to the mission. He understands the importance of details and that everything matters. Bears fans, number 23, Alex Gonzalez. This concludes our senior recognitions. Thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Bears Sports Network, presented to you by BTV. The Bears return to the Adrian Tinsley Center for the last regular season game, and in a very important matchup against MASCAC rival Westfield State. My name's Luke Mansfield.
I'm Josh Yentz.
And the Bears men's team and Westfield's men's team set to get underway here in just a little bit. 18-5 are the Owls, 8-2 in the MASCAC, 10-14 are the Bears, a little bit worse off in conference play at 5-6. This would be a huge win for them. We're going to throw down to the floor really quickly for the national anthem and starting lineups, and we'll be right back here on BTV.
BSU Pep Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bridgewater State University is a safe, respectful, and inclusive community. We welcome and respect freedom of speech in all forms of peaceful protest in support of social justice and racial equity. We are committed to providing and supporting learning and growing together in a welcoming and inclusive environment.
Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors from Westfield. 5'10", senior guard from Bridgeport, Connecticut, number 0, Lyd Moreland. 5'8", sophomore guard from Long Island, New York, number 2, Xavier Lewis. 6'4", senior forward from Willemstad, Curacao, number 10, Timmy Jacobus. 6'4", fifth-year forward from Springfield, number 21, Kenneth Rogers Jr. And 6'7", senior forward from Houston, Texas, number 23, Eric Johnson. Head coach for the Owls is Rich Sutter. And now, your Bears of Bridgewater State University. 5'9", senior guard from Percy, Colorado, number 2, Tyler Ayamura. 6'5", senior guard from Jupiter, Florida, number 3, T.J. Williams. 5'9", graduate student guard from Brockton, Mass, number 5, Noah Downey. 6'7", senior center, Nashua, New Hampshire, number 12, Alvin Chukwueze. And 6'1", senior captain guard from Peabody, number 23, Alex Gonzalez. Head coach for the Bears is alum Matt McLaughlin in his 3rd season. He is assisted by Aaron Struthers, David Lane, Michael Downing, James Marsh, Brian Ferris, and Nate Wallace. The officials for this evening's contest are John.
The Bears, winners of 3 of their last 5, most recently Saturday at Fitchburg State, a game that finished 81-71. Look to add their 2nd straight win here against Westfield State. A little bit of a different look starting lineup for the Bears at senior night. So the 5 seniors on the floor right now for the Bears and for the Owls. Moreland, Lewis, Jacobus, Rogers, and Johnson get the nod to start. It's Chukwueze in the center with Eric Johnson for the jump ball. Alvin Chukwueze, one of the tallest players on this Bears roster, matching up against Johnson in at 6'7". Chukwueze tips it. Johnson with the 2nd tip, and the Owls get the ball off the bat. Straight to the basket, fouled after he missed the layup is Xavier Lewis. And that'll send him to the line. Tyler Ayumura called for a push.
You know, Lewis wasted no time on that, already attacking the rim. And he gets a lucky foul call, and he's going to send him to the line early.
Wasn't anything egregious by Ayumura, but you can see there was some contact in the back of Lewis there, and that's going to send him to the charity stripe to start things off. So the first points of the game come via free throws. And Lewis, a relatively accurate shooter from the charity stripe this season, 35 of 46 entering today. And he'll knock them both down on his first trip to open things up. Downing double teamed, finds Williams, and Williams is going to get him right back. They're trying the full court press.
Yeah, they're trying to apply that pressure early.
This is something we see a lot with the Westfield women's team, is the constant full court press. The men's team giving it a go here in this game. Downing with a good pass to find Gonzalez, working his way inside. Step in from the free throw line, and Gonzalez answers back.
It's just a great response by Gonzalez. The Owls coming out playing a full court press, trying to set the tone early, but he silences that pretty quick.
The senior captain with the first points of the game for the Bears, and in the corner for the Owls, Kenneth Rogers. Knocking down a 3. Downing in a jail cell. Ball goes out of bounds. And they'll say it was lashed out on Downing.
A little bit of an iffy call. Not sure about that one.
It looked to me, at least from our perspective, that it went off Timmy Jacobus last. We'll see the replay right here, and it might have hit the back of Downing's fingertips. You know, debatable call either way. I don't hate it. I don't love it either, but not an egregious call by any means. Rogers, shot clock winding down. He's got a pull, gets it off. He was able to pass to Eric Johnson, and Johnson got a shot off, but it missed. Ball's out of bounds. It's going to be going the Bears' way. I don't know what he was thinking trying to pass it to Johnson with that little time left.
Yeah, that was a little of a, I don't want to ruin my stats, you take it.
I understand he had a defender in his face, but even then, I mean, you were running quite a risk that Johnson was going to be able to get that off. I'm impressed that he did.
Yeah.
Chukwueze with the ball now for the Bears. Up top, Gonzalez. He'll fire away from 3. Off the front of the rim. Ayumura there for the board. Right underneath. The big man, Chukwueze, there to put it back off the glass.
It's a great heads-up play by Ayumura. He's able to get that quick board and find the easy man under the rim to get the bucket.
And also, just a correction, they called a 3 on Kenneth Rogers, or at least the PA did. That's in the books now as a 2, so the score is 4-4.
Yeah, I thought it was what was on the line.
I couldn't see from here, to be honest with you. As it's going to be jump ball, and the possession arrows going the way of Bridgewater. So they'll force an empty possession here and get the ball right back. See a good effort there by Noah Downing, the grad student out of Ithaca. One of the seniors here being celebrated. Ayumura is going to take the ball up. Double teamed. Works his way by Rogers. Passing for Gonzalez. And Gonzalez will go outside. Williams with the long ball, and TJ Williams with his first points of the game. He's really come on here second half of the season for the Bears and been one of their most consistent, if not their best scorer. And it's a team that had a lot of holes to fill with Lou Jennings going down. Josh Campbell missed some time. Zach Taylor out for the season along with Jennings. So
you could definitely see the confidence in that shot. He wanted that one.
Absolutely. And he's just been such a huge addition to this Bears team this year that had a lot of question marks coming in. And obviously their record isn't where they'd want it to be, but they had a lot of open spots with the departure of Justin Parsons, Emerson Hallblythe, and Precious Oko as Gonzalez with a long ball. Back-to-back threes here for the Bears as the senior captain knocks down his second basket of the game.
That's just another routine shot for a guy like him. He's been doing this 4 years now. He's got his motion.
Great defense there by Tyler Ayumura. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Ayumura as Campbell will sub on for Williams. That's what Tyler Ayumura does best. A very, very good defensive guard. And his minutes have gone down in the past couple of years, but when he's out there, he's always making an impact defensively. Just not a guy you want guarding you. And the Bears have quite a few of those guys in between him, Downing, and Jamal McConnell. Just really strong defenders on the end of this Bears bench. As Jacobus scores his first points of the game. Bears lead 10-6. Gonzalez taking the ball up now. Josh Campbell just came in off the bench with a cross-up. Campbell fires away, and Josh Campbell right off the bench making an impact.
Now, how good is he? He can get buckets from anywhere. You have him drive to the rim, he's going to get a bucket. You have him pull from the top, he's going to get a bucket.
Kikuba getting ready to sub on, as is Sam Sweeney. Ayumura shovel pass Gonzalez. He'll try his luck again with the long ball. Missing. Rebound knocked around. Ayumura keeps it in, but Lewis comes up with it for the Owls. Rogers one-on-one with Gonzalez. Ayumura comes over to double team. Ball's in the corner now. Back out Rogers. He'll try from the free throw line. Finds Josh Campbell.
Yeah, that was a bit of a heat check shot by Gonzalez. It went, what, 3 in a row? And he was just trying to keep that momentum going.
Downing with the ball up top. Conducting some traffic here. Gets it to Chikwueze. Bears with a 5-point lead. Downing breaking inside off the glass. Too high. Alvin's right there, but he'll miss. The Owls with the rebound. Lewis runs right into Campbell. And Moreland running right into Campbell. They'll call him for a blocking foul here. So Lid Moreland will head to the line in search of his first free throws of the game. And one opportunity here for Lid Moreland. The senior from Bridgeport, Connecticut. And in and out, an unlucky bounce from Moreland. Chikwueze there for the board. Kikuba right side, working on Lewis. Kikuba blows by him, and there's a foul. Xavier Lewis goes behind the back and gets caught. Trying to get a piece of Dante Kikuba, so Kikuba to trigger in now from the baseline. Up top, Downing, Moreland right there, swats it away. Now Moreland has some space, Sweeney closes in, but it's no use. Lid Moreland right off the glass. So a fast bucket in transition after the turnover forced by Westfield. And this game's gotten a lot closer than it was. Campbell all alone. Off the front of the iron into the hands of Chikwueze. Trying to find some space, struggling with the ball. Gets it to Kikuba, now Downing. Sweeney dropped it off the pass. He was looking to shoot, got a little bit ahead of himself. Kickball here, called on Xavier Lewis.
You know, he's upset about dropping that pass. He's a sniper from outside.
Yeah, if there was ever a guy on this Bears team you'd call a three-point specialist, it's Sam Sweeney, the lefty. Can knock him down from anywhere on the court. And you can tell he wanted to shoot that the second he got it. He had the space, just got a little bit ahead of himself and was trying to start his shooting motion before he had the ball. Downing one-on-one with Rogers. Out up top, Sweeney. Now to Kikuba in the corner. Dante trying to work past Moreland. He's got to shoot. Blocked by Lid Moreland. And they're going to call it a shot clock violation.
That's just elite, disciplined defense by Moreland. You trace that step by step.
Lid Moreland's been quite the impact player here for the Owls thus far. And that was an absolutely huge play defensively. Lewis. Foul called here on Kikuba. That's his first. You can see him reach behind the back there of Xavier Lewis. Can't do that. We saw Lewis do the same thing to him a couple possessions ago, and now Kikuba does it right back.
Returning the favor.
And the same result. So Lewis now to inbound. Finds Rogers. Up top, Moreland. Runs right into Downing and called for a travel. Kikuba would take the ball up with Campbell. Owls busting out the full court press again. High point for Sweeney. Campbell underneath. What a pass from Josh Campbell to Chukwueze.
Because what a great offensive sequence right there.
Rogers misses everything except the arms of Sam Sweeney, which, believe it or not, was not the target. Long pass, Downing finds Campbell. Campbell crosses up Lewis. Josh Campbell again. Right into the Bears bench on the long pass.
Now the Tinsley Center is alive now after that sequence.
My goodness, Josh Campbell. Wow. Back-to-back possessions, an incredible pass, and then his second three of the game, the sophomore. Off to a hot start here for the Bears. Get a replay right here and just look at that crossover work on Lewis. And then a beautiful shot there from Campbell.
That's just such a great ability to create separation, be able to get that shot off.
You can see him smiling there. Every reason to smile after knocking down a shot like that. He's been feeling himself as of late, and ever since coming back from that injury, he has been a weapon, and you could see the Bears were hurt without him. And there's definitely a noticeable improvement now that he's back healthy at 100%. He dealt with a foot injury at the end of 2024. Now that he's back, he's been one of their impact players.
You could definitely see the hole in the lineup at the beginning of the year when he wasn't there.
Sweeney, the lefty with the long ball, misses off the side of the glass. All alone for Westfield. Missing off the glass is Timmy Jagabis. Broken up for Kikuba. Lid Moreland with another fantastic defensive play. Gets a piece of Kikuba's back. And that's going to be a foul. That's the first for Lid Moreland. Kobe Parker, the senior out of Chicopee, is going to sub on here, and he'll replace Moreland.
This has definitely been one of the more high-paced basketball games I've seen.
That is for sure. Two MASCAC rivals going after it. Josh Campbell. Again, last time out, the Bears got the better of the Owls. And they're looking for a repeat result here today at home at the Tinsley Center. Parker underneath finds Johnson. Campbell all over him. Johnson has to go back out to Parker now. He's got Downing all over him. Kobe Parker misses off the side of the rim. Campbell let the ball go out of bounds. Last touch by the Owls. Stephen Morrell will sub on here for Alvin Chikwueze. Morrell, the big sophomore out of Barnstable. Sweeney double team. Kikuba all alone though. Dante misses. And it's Lewis who comes up with the board. Right to the bucket. Kenny Rogers Jr. Gonzalez getting ready to sub back on for the Bears. Sweeney with the ball now. He's trying to work past Jacobus. Broken up, looking for Kikuba. Passed it right to Kobe Parker, who puts it off the glass. First points of the game for Kobe Parker since coming off the bench here for the Owls. Downing. He'll pull off the back of the rim, rebounded by Jacobus. Rogers blocked by Campbell. They're going to call that a foul on the sophomore. It's going to be his second. As Lyd Moreland will sub back on here for the Owls. Aziala will sub on for them for the first time. Gonzalez and TJ Williams will be back out there on the floor for the Bears. As Rogers at the charity stripe for the first time. Missed on that first shot. Sweeney and Campbell will sub off for the Bears. It'll be Jacobus and Lewis for the Owls. Second free throw takes a second, but finds its way into the net. 20-17 now, 3 points separating the two, with just under 11 minutes left to go in the first half. Downing. Out to Kikuba. Kikuba going to drive inside, flips up top. Williams. Over to Gonzalez now. He'll work inside on Parker. Tries the one-handed floater, but misses off the front of the iron. Moreland spinning in the paint. Lyd Moreland. He has been phenomenal. Timeout called by the Bears. Just going to be a 30 for Coach McLaughlin. As for a while, the Bears held quite a commanding lead, Josh, but the Owls have been able to work their way back.
You know, they slowed the pace down a little bit. That's where the Bears got all their points just in on that run. They were pushing the pace. They were playing their game, but Westfield State was able to slow it down a little bit and get some easy buckets, and now it's a one-point game.
Josh Campbell leads both teams in scoring with 8. Kenny Rogers has 7. As the two MASCAC rivals look to get a win here in conference with the MASCAC tournament on the horizon. The last regular season game for the Bears, finishing the season at the Tinsley Center. As they hold a 1-point lead here with 10 and some change left to go in the first half. Kikuba underneath. Stephen Morrell double teamed, misses all of it. And it's Alla with the board. Moreland for 3 off the front of the rim. Miscommunication there by the Bears defensively. Luckily for them, it resulted in a missed shot, and they were able to come up with the ball.
It looked like Kikuba hesitated a little bit going for that rebound.
I don't know if he thought someone else was going to go for it or what, but There is something as T.J. Williams. He's playing with some confidence today. And he's got every reason to be as of late. He has been on fire. He missed the last couple games coming into this home game with a groin injury. But prior to that, had by far and away been the Bears' most efficient scorer. Up over 20 in multiple games in a row. As he'll try a long ball here, was feeling himself, but that one won't drop. Downing gets the ball off the air pass. They were looking for Johnson. Downing, he'll dribble it back out up top and pass off to Dante. One-on-one with Aziala. Screen here coming from Morel to the right. Alla works through it. Kikuba fires away and right into the hands of Rogers. Moreland working past Gonzalez. Falling to the ground, losing the ball. And a foul called on Dante Kikuba. Subs on, one for each team. Ayumura and Jacobus will replace Kikuba and Johnson.
The Bears have not been afraid to pull the long ball today.
And it's been going for them for the most part. They're shooting 5 of 13. The Owls yet to make it up. They had that long two early in the game that got called back from Eric Johnson. But other than that, they really haven't had any success shooting from distance. Most of their work's been in the paint. What a play defensively here by the Bears. Fantastic defense by T.J. Williams. Downing drives inside. He's got Ayumura to his right. He'll pull it himself off the glass. Downing's got one.
So the Westfield State coach wanted a push off there.
You can hear the ref said, I didn't see it, as they were transitioning back to defense.
And that three-ball trend continues.
He's still going on about the push-off. There's a possession ago. There's no point here. All you're going to do is upset the official. Ayumura with a huge rebound. Breaks away out to Williams for three. TJ again.
That's not even the first time tonight we've seen second chance points off an Ayumura offensive rebound. He's been flying around.
Not the biggest guy on the court by any means either. Sub 6'10". And he's out here rebounding guys who have 5+ inches on him. Rogers, and the long ball trend continues for the Owls. The Bears have more threes made than the Owls have attempted. Williams misses that with a man in his face. Aziala taking the ball up now for the Owls. He's got Rogers to his left. Signals from Moreland to move in there as well. Trying to work through Stephen Morel. Rogers. And again. Beyond the arc, not working for the Owls as Alex Gonzalez is sent to the ground. To the sound of no whistle. Ayumura looking for a pass, guarded by Alla, dropped by Morel. Downing drives in off the glass, misses, rebound Alla. Quick pass up top, Kobe Parker. What a move to work past TJ Williams. As Westfield answers back. Lewis getting ready to sub back on for the Owls, as the Bears look to increase their three-point lead here. Morel up top. Downing to Ayumura. He's got to shoot off the side of the rim. Alla went all the way up for the board. Ayumura poked it away for a second. But Westfield able to maintain possession. Jacobus, and there we go. The Owls finally knocking one down from range. Timeout called by the Bears, 30 seconds. That's their second they've used. 28-28 with 5:24 left to go in the game, or the half, not the game. A little ahead of ourselves there.
Not quite.
Not even close, actually.
Nope.
You look at some of these numbers, Josh. 37.9% from the field for the Bears, 46.2% from Westfield State. They've been more efficient to the tune of 3 more shots, or 3 less shots and 1 more make.
No, they're attacking the rim a lot, too. Those are high percentage shots, and that's why they're able to keep it close.
They've out-rebounded the Bears by 3. And they've also had 3 less fouls. So a big reason why they've kept this game close, despite the poor shooting from beyond the arc.
The Bears have also yet to take a free throw.
It's honestly been a while since we've seen a foul
Yeah.
for either team. Now that I say that,
We're going to see one on this possession.
yeah, probably. Dimitre Sime subbed on now for the Bears, as he'll receive the ball from Gonzalez. Chikwueze back out there as well. Now Ayumura out to Chikwueze. Chikwueze to Sime. He'll try a long ball. Missing off the side of the glass. Rebound by Moreland. And the announcer's jinx did not cause a foul on that possession. Lewis one-on-one with Ayumura up top. Crosses him over, passes underneath Parker. Parker through some contact, misses. And we'll see who the foul's on. But it's on Chikwueze.
It looked like he caught him on that arm.
Yeah, Alvin just moving that left arm down and grabbing some contact there with Kobe Parker. 4 points on the game for him. Make it 5 after that, as Eric Johnson and Sam Sweeney will sub back in. There replace Kenneth Rogers and Alex Gonzalez. And Parker makes them both. 4th trip to the charity stripe for the Owls. Bears, like you said just a bit ago, yet to have one. Ayumura tried to bounce it inside for Williams, but broken up there by the Owls. Moreland misses. What a board grab by Chikwueze. Sime out to Sweeney, and again, Sweeney was in prime position for a 3. This time the pass a little bit too behind him. Sweeney turning off his back foot, tried to get a shot off a step in from the charity stripe. Parker misses, board. Last touch by the Owls. For a second, I thought it was last touch by Sime.
It looked like it.
As Campbell will sub on to replace Williams. Top 2 scorers for the Bears tonight thus far. Williams with 9, Campbell with 8. I'm a little bit surprised we've seen Dimitre Sime in the game this early. He's a guy we did not see a ton of in the regular season, minus a couple games that got out of hand both ways. But he gets in here as the Bears let a ball go out of bounds, as Campbell and Sweeney collaboratively lose it, as Jamal McConnell will sub on for Josh Campbell, who just subbed in. And Sime will also sub off. So it's McConnell, Downing, Ayumura, Chikwueze, and Sweeney. You have the best 3 defenders on this Bears team on the court. McConnell one-on-one with Lewis. Lewis blows by him. And Chikwueze lost the ball for a second. Luckily for him, Ayumura was there. McConnell nicely avoids the pickpocket. And now he's double-teamed. Has to go back to Downing. Downing was looking for Sweeney in the corner. Tipped out of bounds by Kobe Parker.
You know, I think the Bears might be trying to slow down the Owls' momentum a little bit with that defensive lineup in there.
So Downing now to inbound right in front of the bench. It's Chikwueze, and he'll give it back to Downing up top. Downing working one-on-one with Moreland. Ayumora tries the long ball. He'll miss. Moreland with a board, loses it. Foul is going to be called here, and that's going to be on Alvin Chikwueze. So a push, unintentional, but a push nonetheless, called for Alvin Chikwueze, his second. As McConnell will sub off and Campbell will sub on. Kenneth Rogers will sub on. And Parker will sub off as Moreland's at the line. This could very well end up being the difference of the game. Just the amount of times Westfield's been sent to the free throw line. They are 6 of 8. Now 7 of 9 after that one. On the game. So now 8 points coming off of free throws for the Owls. Bears still yet to have a trip, and that is not a great pass at all off the inbound. Luckily for the Bears, Moreland's going to get hit with a foul.
Yeah, those free throws are big points. It's like in football with the extra points. Those can be the deciding factor when it's all said and done.
Yeah, and in the moment, they might not seem like a big deal, but like you said, at the end of the day, those can make or break you, and we've seen that happen with the Bears this season here at the Tinsley Center a couple times. This was a team that had some bad games shooting from the free throw line. And that cost them in a couple of matchups earlier this season. It's Campbell, I don't even know what happened there.
Looked like he lost it on the way up.
As Lewis, now if we're being completely honest, speaking of free throws, Xavier Lewis should probably be at the line right now.
Possibly. But we'll let it pass.
It looked like Ayumora got a huge piece of him as he was going up for that. As Sweeney floats one in, and that ends quite the scoring drought for the Bears. They had been held quiet for quite a bit. They finally get some back. Rogers locked down by Chikwueze. Johnson's second effort basket's no good, but there's a whistle, and it's on Josh Campbell.
Maybe on when he came up under his arm.
Yeah, you know, not a horrible foul call, not a, you know, that could go either way. Probably that could have been a makeup call for the obvious foul, or the more obvious foul they should have called there on Ayumora. As you can see, Josh Campbell already in foul trouble. This is a guy who usually keeps a clean slate for most of the game. We've seen him play late into the second half with no fouls. He's already got 3, so they're going to sub him off and sub on Jamal McConnell for his second stint on the court.
But he's not a guy that you want in foul trouble either. He's one of the best scorers on the Bears team.
Him and Williams rather have been leading the team as Jamal McConnell right off the bench, grabbing some points of his own. Again with the defensive heavy lineup for the Bears. Also got the sniper and Sweeney on the floor as well, as Johnson puts that one in. 1:27 left to go. Look for them to get Sam Sweeney out in space to try the long ball. He's yet to hit, but he's not a guy you're going to keep quiet at all. As Downing, wow, talk about a shooter's bounce. Took its time rolling around off the iron, but finally found its way in. Noah Downing has his second basket of the night. Rogers has to pass. Lewis up top. All alone in the second 3 of the game for Westfield State. And Under 40 left to go here for the Bears. Downing tries to drive his way inside. McConnell now will try it from the free throw line. He'll miss right into the hands of Parker. Shot clock's off now. The Owls are going to wait this one out until they can get a shot off, leaving the Bears without a chance at ending the half with points. Rogers looking for a pass underneath for Johnson, off the glass, Eric Johnson. And that'll be how the first half ends. Great use of the clock there by the Owls as they'll head into the second half, 42-34. We'll be right back with you here on BTV after the break.
The opportunities for me as an undergraduate here at BSU are essentially limitless. I've gotten an internship, I've been going to these great classes. I've definitely been given the ability to pursue something that's so passionate and dear to me.
I'm a Division III student athlete, and I know how powerful words can be. The term gay doesn't mean stupid, lame, or less than.
So I pledge to speak up if I hear the term gay used in a derogatory way or any other homophobic terms.
If you can play in Division III.
I'm a Division III student athlete, and my teammates unconditionally accepted me as part of their family. So now I pledge to do the same for others. If you can play in Division III.
7:35 remaining. Tatum with the drive.
Gatorade studies the best athletes to create the most advanced range of sports fuel. Gatorade, you fuel us, we fuel you.
Rise and shine, and don't forget your booties, 'cause it's cold out there. It's cold out there
Oh, hey, just having some breakfast before the big meeting, because great hair and dynamite breath will only get you so far, or so I've been told. You see, breakfast isn't food, it's fuel for the fire that helps Earth be the best planet in the United States. We've got breakfast for everybody. Paleo people, we got sausage and bacon. Vegan, I don't know what that is, but we got a lot of fresh fruit. You call yourself a glutenarian? Hey, we've got cereal, bagels, toast, everything you can handle. We're insane in the grain. Oh, hey, pancakes, huh? I feel you on that. Hey, how about some bacon, guys? Huh? Can I get a hallelujah for bacon? Hallelujah! Yeah. Can I get a hallelujah for waffles? Huh? No? That's why we don't do waffles. We've got it all. And to prove it, I'll post a new breakfast combo with these cool new emojicons I'm working on. Say I post a toast sandwich with 3 bowls of cereal. I call that a carbonanza. Or bacon with eggs. And extra bacon and eggs. I call that a paleo no you didn't. What do you call it? Let me know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm having a little me time. Ooh, yeah.
I love my job.
Hey, Taylor.
I'm there when people need me. They count on me, because I do what it takes. Whenever.
Great, thanks.
Wherever. I don't do it for praise. I want to make them happy. I'm proud to work for an American company.
I drive for WB Mason, and nobody does it better.
What does a crisis teach us? We need persistence, knowledge, empathy, action. We need innovators and leaders. Education is critical. And at Bridgewater State University, we're here for you. For a great education, 360 dedicated faculty, hundreds of programs, highly engaged learning, 11,000 hardworking, practical dreamers like you, finding their passion, launching their careers. We've been here for 180 years through all kinds of crises. Student safety? Always. Today, online, we're here for you, safely, with academic rigor, one-on-one intensity, and a focus on your future. Tomorrow, together again on campus, we'll be here for you, pushing forward. For tomorrow's crises, for tomorrow's challenges, for tomorrow's jobs, tomorrow's living. We need you, each of you, to persist, connect, innovate, create, learn, and lead.
I'm a current Division III student athlete, and I remember how intimidating the first year of college can be.
So if you're a first-year student athlete and nervous about coming out as LGBTQ, I pledge to stand by your side as your ally.
If you can play Division III.
We are Division III student athletes, and you can be too. If you can play in Division III.
You want to know the secret to victory? Fail to make the varsity team.
Start your career as a walk-on.
Go 3-13 your rookie season.
Lead the league in interceptions.
Take a perfect team and blow a perfect season.
Spend 108 years as a lovable loser.
Serena denied a shot at history by an unseeded opponent.
Be on the wrong side of the biggest upset in your sport.
You really want to know the secret to victory?
And heartbreak for Matt Ryan, who is in utter disbelief.
Defeat.
Come on, one more.
Set up. Yeah! All right, again.
Make defeat your fuel.
A billion people tuning into the match between...
Hey, you ready? You're not done.
Women's football game sets new sales record. Wangchuan rocks the world yet again.
Biggest turnout ever seen in sports. How does it feel?
It's Barca making a last push, and there's a foul.
That post, Gerard. Okay.
Big opportunity for coach Alex Scott and the team.
PK! Round the back!
Coutinho to PK. Goal! The league's first female coach makes history. Keeper fires to Dunn. Oh, that's incredible footwork. She's on the move. Big chance for Australia, and Kerr setting up for the kick.
¿Pero qué está pasando ahí?
Hey, you ready?
Holiday Inn Express gets you the readiest because ready gets out of a jam.
What?
But the readiest can flat out jam.
Holiday Inn Express. Be the readiest.
I think if you're looking for a community that will respect your academic and personal passions and be able to provide one-on-one support, I think Bridgewater is the perfect school for you. I wouldn't trade my experience here for anything. So for me, studying English, you need to be a critical reader, a critical thinker, and a critical analyzer. And I think those are key skills that any employer is looking for.
I'm a Division III student athlete, and I believe that everyone should be educated on LGBTQ issues.
I pledge to work with my athletic department and my campus to foster dialogue and create a community of support, respect, and pride.
If you can play in Division III.
We are Division III student athletes, and you can be too. If you can play in Division III.
If I could give an athlete one piece of advice, it'd be to find someone committed to taking you down.
And then we hit the field like boom! All day like boom! All night like boom! We hit the field like boom! Still time like boom! All day like boom! All night.
Because that rival that wants to take you down is going to make you raise your game even higher.
Boom! All day like boom! All night like boom!
Welcome back to the Bears Sports Network here on BTV. Luke Mansfield and Josh Yentz here with the call as the Bears trail 42-34 coming into the second half against the Westfield State Owls. You can see some of the numbers there. The Owls started off not doing good at all from beyond the arc. They've made their last two. And the Bears, they started out hot. They came out to a big lead, flirting with double digits at one point, and the Owls just stormed right back and have begun to get the better of the Bears. You see some of the numbers there on your screen right now. The steals, the points off turnovers go in the Bears' direction. I think the big killer for the Bears has been the free throws and the fouling. The Bears are yet to go to the free throw line. The Owls have had 5 trips. They've made 8 of those.
I think it just comes down to how the Bears are playing offense. They haven't been attacking the rim too much. And about half of their shots have been from outside.
Now to make things worse, you see Josh Campbell knock down a 3 right there. He has 3 fouls. He's your second leading scorer tonight, and just in general, he's one of your top options. And now you're at risk of losing him.
Now, it's only 5 fouls to foul out in college compared to the 6 in the NBA.
Exactly, and Campbell's a guy who I'm surprised he's at this spot he is now, because he usually keeps a clean sheet for most of the game. We've seen him play deep into the second half without a foul, and he's already got 3 here. So it's a little bit surprising. He's on the floor now with Kikuba, Chikwueze, Gonzalez, and Williams. Williams leads the Bears with 9 points. Campbell has 8. Chikwueze also flirting with foul trouble. He has 2, as is Kikuba. So those will be 3 guys to monitor during this first stint out on the floor. As we get underway, Westfield has possession.
I think this is the lineup you want to see out there, too, if you want to get points.
A deep, long pass underneath for Johnson. Unable to find him. Gonzalez. What a pass to find Campbell. Campbell shows off the body control, misses the initial basket, but gets fouled here. And the foul is going to be called on Ken Rogers Jr. And the Bears finally headed to the charity stripe. They had only been fouled 2 times the entire first half. And now they have one right here to start the second. And Campbell misses his first.
Like I said in the first half, big points.
Josh Campbell on the season, 31 of 56 from the free throw line. So a somewhat reliable shooter, as he'll make 1, giving him 9 points on the night, but does not do much to cut that lead.
Yeah, the Westfield went on a pretty big run late in the first half.
Some contact there, no foul. The basket goes in anyway. Kenny Rogers. Kikuba one-on-one with Lewis. Dante shovels over to Campbell. Campbell looking for a pass. Gonzalez now. Lobs one for Campbell. Campbell goes up. Mosses a man and puts it in for 2.
That's a momentum play right there. That's how you get the energy shifted.
Hello, Josh Campbell. What a pass by Alex Gonzalez. And then Josh Campbell.
All smiles.
You see him smiling a lot when he's down on the court. He's having a good time. And just what an incredible play, an incredible athlete. This guy gets up there. As he's getting another trip to the line here. And one opportunity for the sophomore. So the Bears, 2 trips to the line to start things off in the second half. They've already been fouled the same amount of times as they had been. And Campbell makes it in. Rogers. Quick pass over to Lewis. Gets it back from him. Rogers trying to body his way in on Chikwueze. Unsuccessful, but they're going to call a foul. Third foul for Alvin Chikwueze.
He wasn't too happy about that one either.
Yeah, that looked pretty clean from where we stand. You see right here. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe a bit of a bump. But
it did look like he had his arm at an angle a little bit, and it got a piece of him on the shot, but even then, just, you know, I don't love some of these calls here where it's minimal incidental contact like that, and they're sending the guy to the stripe. As Chikwueze's going to sub off, Morel will come on, and Alvin's now in foul trouble with 3. So him and Josh Campbell kind of in the same boat.
Yeah, it's not good getting into foul trouble early. It limits your variety of stuff you can do.
Campbell misses off the glass, rebounded by Lewis. And that's some height you're losing here if you're the Bears. We haven't seen Abdul-Bah yet or Sam Amasore, who usually handle the big man duties for the Bears. That is since the injury to Lou Jennings. Foul is called here on Eric Johnson. That's his second personal, 3rd already for the Owls.
How about we lay off?
And the Westfield coaching staff not too happy about the amount of foul calls we've had to start this off. TJ Williams.
He's not afraid to pull it from anywhere. As soon as he gets the ball in his hands, he's ready to fire.
4 of 6 from the charity stripe, or from the arc, I'm sorry.
And another big momentum play by Alex Gonzalez right here. What a block.
Great clean play by Alex Gonzalez, getting behind Lyd Moreland, but also avoiding contact, going up for that block. Just an incredible veteran move by the senior captain, but Kenny Rogers draws the and one on Stephen Morel. And I got to kind of side here with the Westfield coaching staff. The amount of fouls we've seen both ways, granted, in such a short amount of time, it's a lot.
They have a very trigger-happy whistle today. I'm not afraid to blow it.
You know, we have seen worse.
Yeah, we have.
Recently at that. But this is quite the start. Saw up over 30 fouls during one of the women's games a couple of weeks ago. 30 foul calls, that is, not 30 fouls committed. As the Bears are able to get possession back here, but almost lose it. Morrell on the ground with the ball. Jump ball, it'll be the Bears ball. But almost disastrous for the Bears team that finds themselves down already.
Man, that was a bit of a sloppy offensive possession. The ball was just flying everywhere.
Sweeney will sub on. He'll replace Gonzalez, so he'll join Morrell, Campbell, Williams, and Kikuba on the floor. Kikuba tries to put it off the glass. He'll miss. Rebound back out to Campbell, who gets fouled. Foul is called here on Lewis. Second foul on the game for Xavier Lewis. Fourth foul already for the Owls. Campbell again to the line. Only Bear who's seen the free throw line this game. It's his third trip.
In 3 minutes, not even.
Yeah, this has been the longest 3 minutes of basketball I've seen in a while.
You want to see that? Go watch the Thunder.
No, that's fair. Take a pass on that, though. As Campbell made his first. We'll see if he makes his second. Chance to cut the lead now to 5. Misses it. Kikuba with the board. Kikuba loses it on the ground. Lewis comes up with it. Bears have 3 men in transition. Lewis back out for Rogers. Almost misses him. Rogers misses the basket. Rebound by Morrell. Downing. Out to Sweeney in the corner for Kikuba. Dante from range. And the Bears cut the lead to 3.
The Westfield coach thought it was a 2. As far as I could not see from where I'm sitting.
Yeah, we cannot see in that corner. You know, we do have a TV screen in front of us, so we probably could have seen it there.
But it's better to watch it with our eyes and not in front of the screen.
In retrospect, from the truck, it was a 3. Sweeney shows off the footwork. Sam Sweeney putting on the moves.
And this place is alive again.
This is a good turnout here at the Tinsley Center. We have a lot of people here today. What a block by Campbell. Kikuba in transition. Trying to find some space. Downing with the long ball to tie it. Noah Downing. 50-50.
The momentum is all for the Bears right now.
The Bears have stormed back. To the displeasure of the Westfield bench. Moreland, one-on-one, Downing. Moreland tries to answer back. He'll miss. Rebound by Morrell as him and Downing both hit the ground. Out of bounds. Last touch by Jacobus, and it'll be Bears ball.
And this game's momentum just shifted right from the get-go of the second half.
Kikuba, one-on-one with Lewis. Campbell with the ball now, matched up on Jacobus. Trying to create some space, calling for not a screen. He's calling for Morrell to move up, though. He'll flip back to Dante. Sweeney, as the shot clock's winding down. Downing has the ball now, working in on Moreland. Floats one, misses, rebounded by Jacobus. And the game will remain tied. Rogers drives in on Morrell, lays an elbow into him. And Kenny Rogers breaks the stalemate, 52-50.
That's exactly what you want if you're Westfield right there. Momentum killer bucket.
Just an easy basket there as Dante misses off the side of the backboard. Moreland one-on-one. Downing. That's a foul. Downing almost had him in a headlock.
Almost. You see it right here. Looked like he swatted the ball and just kind of pulled it with him.
It looks like someone got a piece of Sam Sweeney and all that too. As we have a timeout on the floor. Kobe Parker getting ready to sub back in.
Hey, see that Kikuba three? That was definitely a three. And then Downing right after.
It's the first foul of the game for Noah Downing, third for the Bears this half. So Lyd Moreland will go to the line to shoot 2 on the game. Westfield State 10 of 14 from the free throw line. The Bears 3 of 5. Moreland has already been in this spot before. And a similar result as he misses his first. Bears crowd getting into it. Moreland silences them, making his second. So 1 of 2 on that trip for Lyd Moreland, who's been quite the difference maker here for the Owls as Campbell off target. Moreland has the ball again, matched up with Kikuba. He goes back out, almost running into the ref was Xavier Lewis. Or I should say the ref almost ran into Xavier Lewis.
Yeah, I'll say that.
As they're going to call a kickball here on Noah, no, not Noah Downing. They're going to call a kickball here. He put up 20.
I'm not sure where the kickball was on that.
Campbell?
The ball wasn't kicked, it was just stripped.
Yeah, he flashed, the official flashed 20. Neither team has 20 on the court. So I assume he meant 10?
There's no 20 on the Bridgewater roster.
Yeah, that's also part of the problem. AZ Allah going to sub on for the Owls. Chikwueze with some good defense there, but the second effort basket from Eric Johnson. The Bears had the momentum swing, but they've let it swing right back the other way as the Owls have got a 5-point lead. Sweeney with a silencer. The sniper from range.
I think it looked like it was floating for 2 days.
Sweeney's been waiting to make one tonight. And he's got his first long ball of the game, and it came at a great time. But Rogers answers right back for the Owls. Kikuba goes out back. Sweeney, now Downing. Now Sweeney. Trying to find some space. Now he's looking for a pass. Has to go to Downing up top. Shot clock under 10. Downing takes it in on Moreland into the corner. Dante for 3. He'll miss. Johnson with the rebound. So an empty possession there for the Bears in the spot they really can't afford one. We said in the first half, I'll say it again, Bears got the better of the Owls 81-71 earlier this season in Westfield as they look to complete the clean sweep here, but they have a lot of work to do as they'll go ahead and call a timeout here. First timeout or second timeout used by the Bears this half. It's going to be a full timeout for Matt McLaughlin. And Josh, they had it going for them for a minute, and all of a sudden the momentum shifted right back.
Yeah, Westfield just easy buckets, and then eventually you blink, and then they're pulling away. It's just their style of ball.
And fouls have played a big part in this half, not points-wise, just the sheer amount of them we've seen in the first, under 8 minutes.
They're averaging a foul a minute.
Yeah, so it's been quite a few, and, we were talking, that average is really inflated by the first 3 minutes of the half.
Yeah.
But regardless, you heard, I don't know if you can hear it on the mics, but we mentioned it at least, that the Westfield coach, not thrilled with that. And I agree. I mean, there was like 5 fouls in maybe 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Both ways. That there comes a point where I think you just got to let them play.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the quick whistle.
Yeah, I mean, anyone who's listened to a broadcast for the Bears before has heard me say the game's gone soft. So they're tired of it. But, I'll maintain that fact. As we get a look at some of the fans here for the Bears in the home crowd. We had a good turnout here today. Last home game of the regular season for Bridgewater. Last game of the regular season. As they look to finish it off with a win. They won their last one. They are going to try to get one here, and that's going to be how you do it. Dante Kikuba with another 3. Brings the game within 3. And that's only his second basket of the game, but answering right back in the corner, Colby Parker.
They wasted no time trying to get that 3 points back.
And that's the problem. Every time the Bears get a basket, there's someone in blue on the other end who answers right back. Kikuba with baskets on back-to-back possessions here.
And he's starting to heat up now.
He's got 8 points, but the Owls have been on quite the scoring run as well. The Bears are going to need to force an empty possession here if they want to get within a score. And there's a foul on Sweeney.
Not sure what the call was there. Well,
I'm not sure
was a
Sam
surprised.
Sweeney is either.
Maybe, I don't know.
That just seems like defense.
Probably his hand placement.
Ezeala with a quick basket there for the Owls. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was there. But, yeah. No, Sweeney's not thrilled with that one. The Bears need a basket here bad. What a pass from Dante underneath Chikwueze. Extending that left arm and putting it off the glass. Alvin Chikwueze.
Yeah, that's where height comes into a play.
Tallest player on the court for either team. Somehow Rogers keeps it in bounds. There was a heck of a play there by Kenneth Rogers. Alla thinks about the 3, passes inside, back to Rogers, guarded by Sweeney, high points it for Johnson. Moreland over Campbell, off the glass, he'll miss, gets his own rebound. And now out to Rogers to slow things down.
Yeah, Campbell looked a little cautious on that shot defense, doesn't want to get his 4th foul.
Moreland bounces it over to Alla, drives inside, he'll miss off the glass. Another offensive rebound, but the Bears take it away. Campbell right to the basket. And that's exactly the kind of possession the Bears needed. Forcing the Owls to come up empty and just going right down and scoring.
That's exactly what you want.
This has been one heck of a basketball game as Parker misses the long ball. The Bears have a chance here to tie things up. Sweeney wastes no time. He'll miss. Campbell's there. Call a foul. They will. And Josh Campbell's going to go to the line. Kobe Parker is the guilty party. The first foul on Kobe Parker tonight. He has 9 points. Campbell still the only Bear to go to the line.
He's the only one attacking the basket besides Kikuba.
Campbell makes his first, 64-63. Chance to tie it with this one. He'll miss, front of the rim. Alla goes up for the rebound. Rogers tries to go inside on Jaquazi, and Rogers with some contact. So a 3-point lead now for the Owls. Kikuba has it working on Ala. He'll try to end that lead right here as it goes out of bounds off the top of the shot clock. TJ Williams will sub on. He'll replace Josh Campbell. Like we said, he's a guy you want to monitor with 3 fouls already in the game. They're going to be careful with him, I'd assume, going forward.
As the time starts winding down, though, you can be a little bit more lenient with how you want to use him.
Yeah, you don't want to lose one of your top scorers here, but if the game remains this close late in the game, you have every incentive to throw him out onto the floor. And really nothing to lose. Moreland knocks one down from about a foot back.
You still have TJ Williams, too. He can do just the same.
I'm surprised. They seem to have been using him kind of sparingly this game. As Kikuba runs right into a man, loses the ball. The Bears able to maintain possession. Sweeney working inside, tries to go out for Downing, and just right off the hands of Rogers. Intercepted now by Kikuba, and the Bears have it right back. Like nothing happened. Kikuba back out to Downing, who gets it taken away. Sloppy possessions for both teams there.
And that's a wasted opportunity for both teams.
Wow. I mean, just a horrible sequence for the Owls and the Bears.
See, Kikuba tried to get the bounce pass in there, then he lost it. And then Sweeney didn't see the defender behind him. And then Westfield had it, and then Kikuba was just right there.
Yeah, just an unfortunate sequence of events for everybody involved. No one came out the winner there. I guess Westfield kind of did.
Technically.
I wouldn't call that a win, more a moral victory. Get a look at the Bear Band there, providing the background music for today's game. As the Bears and Owls will retake the floor now with 8:42 left to go, and the Bears facing a 6-point deficit.
They can get that 6 points back very quickly. We've seen it. But Westfield's just able to keep pulling away.
The key is just going to be silencing the Westfield offense, which is something they've struggled to do for the most part today. As Moreland spinning, dropping it in. Lid Moreland has been on fire on both ends of the floor. He has been getting it done. He's been a real difference maker here for the Owls. And if they're able to maintain this lead, Lid Moreland's going to be a big reason to why. Sweeney has Rogers all over him, has to go out to Williams. Williams working on Parker. Called for a travel. No, called for a push. I believe they're going to call that on Parker. And they will. Yeah, that's a push.
Keep an eye on 21 down here.
So the Bears get another shot at life here. As Downing was looking outside for Kikuba. Aziala is right there. Hurling his way to the basket. Kikuba one-on-one with Ala. The Bears trying to create some space. Williams fires away. In and out. Ala to take now for the Owls.
Westfield's slowing down the pace a little bit. They're able to push the lead up to double digits.
Westfield let it slip away from them early in the second half, but they've done a great job at getting the momentum back and retaining it ever since. Moreland. Oh, I'm sorry, Parker. Knocks one down. Kobe Parker's a guy who's really come on here as well.
See Campbell and Gonzalez getting ready to sub back in.
It looks like Xavier Lewis is getting ready to sub on as well. Sweeney He practiced that shot.
He took that from far out.
He can hit from there, but just ill-advised at this spot. I get it. You're down by 12. But regardless, I just don't know if that's the shot to take there. You can't get it all back in one possession no matter how much you want to, and that, I think, is just going to hurt the Bears more than it will help. Allo one-on-one with Williams. Passes over to Rogers. He has 25 points. Misses. Gonzalez goes up for the rebound. Kikuba tries to blow by Moreland, bouncing underneath Chikwueze. What a feed from Dante Kikuba to Alvin Chikwueze.
That's what you need. You just need to see the ball go in the rim.
6 assists on the game for Kikuba. He's been facilitating very well here. But the Bears still find themselves down by 10. Alla slowing down the clock a little bit. Bounces it over to Rogers. Johnson off the screen. Lewis getting ready to sub back on now for the Owls. He had been standing by the scorer's table for quite some time. As Kikuba will try it from the corner. Dante misses off the side of the iron. Chikwueze can't get his arm in there for the rebound, and Alla storms right to the basket. Williams gets it off his miss. And now the Bears will slow things down with just under 6 minutes left to go. Josh Campbell back on the floor for the Bears, like you mentioned. And I'd assume you let him play the final 5 minutes of this game.
100%. Don't take him out.
And again, that's almost identical to the last basket by the Bears. Is Kikuba on the right, Chikwueze on the left, a bounce pass, and an easy basket.
If it works, keep going to it.
Lit Moreland will head to the bench with 16 points, 7 rebounds. And into the game will go Xavier Lewis.
It's a simple, easy bounce pass and a good bucket.
Kikuba, 8 points, 8 assists. The latest member of the 1,000-point club for the Bears. And on track to become the all-time leader in steals and assists. He's made quite an impact here in just his junior season, so he's still got another year of eligibility left.
That's just such a huge achievement, too, that 1,000-point mark, especially as a junior.
And Kylie Grossi did it last year for the women's team. Now Kikuba does it for the men's team this year. Juniors in back-to-back seasons. The Bears basketball programs have been very good these past couple of years.
Yeah, even though it's my first year here, I've still seen a lot of records.
Yeah, despite all the change, like we talked about this men's team earlier, just how many players they lost coming into this season due to graduation. And the women's team is going to find themselves in a similar position, losing 4 or 5 starters.
Yeah, that's going to be rough next year, making that adjustment.
Yeah, we'll see them take on Westfield State after this game. And that'll be tough for them to make the adjustment, but they've had some young players show a lot of promise, and they got a couple transfers in with Burchart, Gallagher, and Bradbury, who have made an impact here in their first year. So any Bridget Casey coach team is going to have a shot, regardless of who's on the court. As Lewis misses, Dante gets the rebound for the Bears, almost loses it to the hands of Eric Johnson, but able to maintain control. Out up top, Williams all alone. Alla just not able to close it in time.
That's the bucket you need right there.
7-point lead here for the Owls. They're really trying to slow things down. Alla taking it up on Williams. Johnson. Ball is knocked away. Campbell gets it to Williams, struggles with it off the pass, goes to Campbell in the corner. Josh Campbell cuts the lead to 4.
Just like that, in the blink of an eye, 4-point game.
The Bears still very much in this. The two MASCAC rivals face off again. The Owls seeking their 9th win in conference play. The Bears looking for their 6th. That would bring them to 500 in the conference. Kikuba misses. Alla there for the board.
So it looked like it was forced a little bit.
And now is definitely not the time to be forcing shots if you're either team. The Owls got to look to extend this lead, and the Bears got to look to chip away. And only a 6-point deficit. It's very doable, but there's going to be a foul here called. Committed on Kenny Rogers. Committed by, I believe they called Gonzalez. As Downing will sub on to replace Williams.
Yes, here it looked like a bit of a reach on Gonzalez.
Bears will send on Downing to replace Williams. Full timeout here called by the Owls. So the Bears trail by 6.
You see how fast they can just close that gap. You get 2 huge three-pointers in a row.
13 of 32 from beyond the arc for the Bears. 4 of 14 for the Owls. The Owls are shooting an even 50 from the field. The Bears, 28 of 63, good for 44.4%. The turnovers are even at 11 apiece. The Bears have been able to get more points off turnovers. The Owls have been dominating the board. 7 more rebounds. 5 of those being defensive. So that's just a lot of empty possessions and missed opportunities there for the Bears.
You've seen a lot of offensive rebounds too this game.
And the Owls have really done a good job, at least in the first half, of not fouling. It's kind of gotten away from them here in the second half, but they still only have 8 fouls on the game to the Bears' 13.
It's pretty even here in the second half, 6-to-5 ratio. Owls with 1 more.
It's going to be Owls ball, Lid Moreland to inbound from the baseline. Lewis. Now Parker, and Kikuba sent to the ground, successfully drawing the charge.
Another big momentum play right here with Kikuba, able to draw the charge. Oh, that was a big push. That was blatant.
You can't do that chance ring out here at the Tinsley Center as Campbell will inbound to Kikuba. Bears have to be methodical with this possession because we've seen them rush shots in recent possessions and they've come up empty. They need to be careful and just get a basket, whether it's a 2 or a 3, anywhere on the court. You just need points.
Yeah, you saw the words right from me. You just need a bucket. Doesn't matter how.
Gonzalez.
Unless it's a 3 like that.
About a foot back from the arc. And the senior captain here on senior night has been lights out. Moreland looking to answer back. Owls lead, cut to 3. Drives in on Williams, he'll miss. Chikwueze with the rebound. Ball's in the hands of Kikuba. He's got Williams off to his left. Bouncing it underneath, Campbell behind his back. Kikuba, second effort, won't go. Chikwueze now, and he gets fouled.
TJ Williams was wide open from 3, too.
Again, Dante with a great pass, threading the needle. It would have been a tough basket to grab if you're Josh Campbell. But luckily the Bears able to draw the foul. It'll send Alvin Chikwueze to the line. Who misses his first.
Now he's the only Bear that's not Josh Campbell to take a free throw so far.
2 of 3 from the charity stripe on the season, now 2 of 4. As he'll take his second here, and he'll miss that as well. Johnson with the rebound for the Owls, so a missed opportunity for the Bears. After 2 solid offensive rebounds resulted in no points.
Those are going to hurt, those 2 misses.
Rogers drives in on Gonzalez. Goes out up top, Allah's all alone. And AZ Allah cuts one down. Something you cannot let happen if you're the Bears. Kikuba tries to answer back, sent to the ground. It's called on AZ Allah.
Hey, you got to let them land.
Westfield's really finding anything to complain about.
Yeah. I don't want to say anything to him. I don't want him to yell at me.
Reminds me of working customer service at Target. That's how I imagine the officials feel right now. As Kikuba misses his first. Dante makes his second, still has one more. So we'll cut the lead to 5 with a chance to bring it to 4. He'll do just that. So now the Bears, if they can force an empty possession here and just go down and get a basket, that would be ideal. But Kobe Parker is all alone. Bears maybe get away with one there as a miss by Parker.
That was close.
Yeah, that was a little bit too close if you're the Bears, but another shot at life here as Campbell. He'll miss. Rogers with the rebound. An assist shy of the double-double is Kenny Rogers. 26 and 9. Allah working on Kikuba, blows right by him, driving inside, swatted by Chikwueze. Alvin Chikwueze, not in his house.
Wow. Look at the ups on this.
My goodness.
Said not today.
Full timeout called by the Owls. And that got the crowd fired up, as it did the Bears bench.
Yeah, down by 4. Just over a minute left. You need a momentum play like that. 8 seconds on the shot clock.
If the Bears can force the Owls to come up empty here, that would be vital in trying to mount a comeback here with limited time. It's been a real back and forth game. The Owls have really had control of the second half since maybe the first 5 or so minutes. But this game has been close all night.
Yeah, we've seen Bridgewater make runs and come back, bring it within a point, tie it up even. And then Westfield is able to get a couple quick buckets and then extend that lead. They were up by 12 at one point. But now once again that lead shortened just a little bit.
Bears have 2 timeouts remaining. The Owls have 3. With 1:17 left to go. And the Owls trying to keep hold of this 4-point lead. It'll be Kobe Parker to inbound. Joined on the floor by Moreland, Rogers, Allah, and Johnson. It's Downing, Kikuba, Gonzalez, Campbell, and Chikwueze for the Bears. Moreland over to Allah. Allah tries a long ball. Shot clock gonna expire. They get the shot off. Ball's on the ground. It's gonna be Bears ball. As the Bears did not do a good job of getting that rebound.
No, that's one that has you on the edge of your seat right there.
If you lost that, just completely detrimental to the Bears. The foul, I believe, was called on Kenneth Rogers. As Kikuba will go to the line to shoot 2. Second trip to the free throw line for Dante, 2 of 3 on the game. Make it 3 of 4.
One-score game.
People filling the bleachers and lining the track up top. This game's drawn a big crowd for a Wednesday night as Kikuba makes them both. Deficit's at 2. Allah takes it up on Campbell. Under a minute left to go. The Bears need to force the Owls empty here. Parker, now to Moreland. Shot clock under 10. Parker bounces it inside. Rogers drives in. Johnson now. And what are they going to call here? Foul on Chikwueze.
See it right here.
And this could be killer. You can see his elbow gets a piece of Eric Johnson's eye. The 4th for Alvin on the game. Luckily for the Bears, not a shooting foul. The foul on the floor just means a fresh shot clock for the Owls, but that's not great for the Bears either as Parker tries to hit from the corner. He'll miss. Johnson and Downing scrapping for the rebound. And they're going to call a foul on Downing.
Could have called the jump ball on that. It was close.
We'll look at the replay here. I'm not sure where the foul occurred. Man, yeah.
You want to talk about big free throws? There's 2 of them right here.
You can't let the game end on free throws, man. And on a call like that, Johnson. The Tinsley Center is on its feet. He'll make his first. Silencing the crowd is Eric Johnson. One more to put this further out of reach for the Bears. This could be the game. Johnson misses. Rebound by Kikuba. Dante and the Bears working quickly. Gonzalez drives in, fouled. No, timeout.
Timeout.
McLaughlin calls the timeout. 22.5 left. A full timeout here for the Bears.
Like he might want the last shot, wants to send it to OT. But we'll see what happens.
Let's see who they put out there. I'm curious if they're going to go sub in a couple guys who are more offensive.
I think Sweeney should be a lock for guys you want to see out there.
He was the guy I had in mind. I figure him, Campbell, Williams, and Kikuba are probably going to be on the floor. Maybe Sweeney you could debate. But
possibly somebody with height to get a rebound if there's a miss.
Only person with height. We haven't seen Ba or Amasore all game.
We have not.
I'm not sure if they're even on the bench. You see the huddle there for the Owls, trying to figure out how they'll defend against the Bears here. 22.5 seconds left to go. 3 timeouts remaining for Westfield, 1 for the Bears. Both teams in the bonus. So correction, 2 timeouts for the Owls. As both teams will retake the court here. 22.5 seconds to go. Williams looking for the inbound. He'll go long for Campbell. Williams gets it back off his fingertips and out of bounds. Owls ball. 18.6 seconds to play. Chikwueze will sub back on.
That's one that's going to haunt you.
Timeout called by Westfield. Both teams now down to 1. Under 20 left to go as Westfield burns another full. And just a horrible sequence of events there for the Bears.
That's a heartbreaker.
My goodness.
See it right here. Campbell fired that pass to Williams, and he just tried to go for it with one hand and just slipped away from him. Heartbreaker.
If that's how this ends, you got away with it on the Eric Johnson free throws. It seemed like you had a chance, and you did have a chance. And then for the game to potentially end on a possession like that would be, like you said, a heartbreaker. It'll be Chikwueze, Gonzalez, Kikuba, Campbell, and Downing on the floor for the Bears. Westfield, we'll see in just a second here. It'll be Alla, Parker, Moreland, Johnson, and Rogers.
You're going to see the Bears foul as soon as possible, most likely.
Kenny Rogers has had himself quite a game, 25, 6, and 9. An assist shy of the double-double. He'll probably finish that way, but it has been a heck of a game for the senior. As the Bears want a travel called, but instead they're going to get a foul on Downing.
That's a questionable one.
That is a travel, my friend.
And there's not one happy person wearing red in this crowd.
Yeah, that is crazy. I don't know what to say, man. As you can see, his feet moving and sliding down there on the floor at the baseline. And to call a foul on Downing?
Now, Downing, he did touch him, but it wasn't like a touch worthy of a foul call.
You're allowed to touch the guy you're guarding.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You know, at this point,
who knows?
Who knows, man? But that, I mean, come on. It also wasn't a big enough of a push by Downing that would have forced the travel. So get it out to Johnson, under 10. Campbell with the intentional foul. He'll send Johnson to the line, who went 1 for 2 his last trip.
Now, the game's in his hands right now. If he knocks down one of them, that's pretty much going to ice it.
Bears crowd on their feet. Westfield women's team and the Bears women's team watch on to see what will happen, to see if their game might get delayed a little bit. As Johnson makes his first.
That's likely the silencer.
No timeouts remain for the Owls. 1 for McLaughlin and the Bears. Johnson, 2 for 3 tonight. He'll miss his second. Campbell immediately burns that timeout. 6.6 will be what the shot or the game clock set to. Shot clock off. Williams getting ready to sub back on for the Bears. And there's Abdul-Bah, the Westfield transfer. And we'll get another look here at that foul they called on Noah Downing, committed on Lyd Moreland.
Even before there was contact, his feet were kind of shifting a little bit.
And you can see the entire Bears bench, Brian Grimes especially, calling for that travel call. The only way I could understand is if you called the foul after that initial contact by Downing.
It looked like the other referee overruled it.
Well, that is...
2 very unfortunate events. You get the missed pass out of bounds and then a missed travel call.
Yeah, you know, it would have been unfortunate for Westfield to lose the game in that kind of fashion, but that was, I mean, do I need to spell out what a travel is?
Yeah, that was a little textbook.
6.6 left to go. 4 points separate the Bears and the Owls. Bears possession. Campbell to inbound from the sideline. He'll get it to Downing. Bears have to try something. I have no idea what that is. Downing misses, and that'll do it. Moreland with the rebound. And the Owls walk out victorious, 84-80. Kenny Rogers leads the way with 25, 6, and 9. Moreland with 16-8, and quite the impact defensively. Campbell had 19 for the Bears, Williams with 15, Kikuba with 12, Chikwueze with 10. And what a heartbreaking end to the home regular season for Bridgewater State. That'll do it for us here from the Tinsley Center for now. Get ready for the women's game shortly after this one. Once again, it's been Luke Mansfield.
And I'm Josh Yentz.
Here on BSN, brought to you by BTV.